Often in my workshops, I get asked, when do you start thinking about recruiting? When is the best time? And I have a common answer, and I really feel that earlier you start thinking about the process, the better. For two really particular reasons. Is the first is the more experience you have within the process, the more successful you're going to be at it. How you communicate with coaches, what you like, what you don't like, what you expect out of a campus, what you want to study, that's going to change maybe daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. And the more you think about it, the earlier you start to think about it, when your individual process heats up, you're going to be ready. And you're going to have a little bit firmer idea of what you really want out of your future collegiate student athlete experience. The second reason is you start to ask really big questions about your future, about your player's future. And oftentimes, if we don't engage the process earlier, these big questions get kind of pushed to the side, and that we end up just focusing on soccer instead of maybe the type of school we want to go to, what we want that degree to be in. And those actually end up to be more important factors. So for me and Devante and Karin, when did you guys start thinking about the process?
Karin, you can go ahead and take that.
Okay. I didn't really start thinking about it until high school. I remember there were certain seeds dropped in middle school about just the potential to play in college. But really freshman, sophomore year is when I got serious, started to really like dive into things that I wanted in a school and things that I didn't want, location, different things like that. So I would say I dreamt pretty big middle school, and then freshman, sophomore year is when I kind of started taking action.
Devante?
For myself, I would say sophomore year is kind of when I got a little bit more serious about it. Freshman year, I think I was just having fun playing and attending school and doing what the average freshman does. And then sophomore year, it was like, hey, maybe it's a time to take a look into the future and see what I can really do here. So I'd say sophomore year, yeah.
Was there one particular event that kind of kicked this off that you were like, yeah, I want to play college soccer. That's what I'm about?
I think it was because we had like some form of like showcases or tournaments on our roster, and it was kind of a talking situation amongst the parents and the coaches. So it was kind of in my mind, but I didn't really know what to expect. And that's when I was like, okay, at least, on the academic side, let me start, doing SATs and that kind of thing, or at least prepping for it. So that's where it came from.
What about you, Karin? Was there one particular event or a coach or something that said, yeah, college soccer is what I want to do?
I think mine was a tournament we went to and realizing that there were college coaches there watching. And for a long time, I was like, what team are they watching? Like, I didn't know they were watching us. And so I think with that realization of, okay, like I can get recruited, I can be put in front of college coaches, gave me the confidence to pursue that even more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's